Good evening, you both. Thank you for joining. Let me start with the urban planner. Given what we've seen, it's rare to really find flood in that part of Abuja. Specifically, what have you seen as one of the reasons why this flood happened? And do you think that the order by the FCT Minister to demolish those areas are a good call?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your question. Well, what's happened in Wuse 2 and parts of Wuse 2 is what we call flash flooding. And flash flooding means that when water drops in a very short time, it floods the entire place. So what that means is that Wuse 2 is not permeable. That means that we have a lot of hard surfaces in Wuse 2. So that has made the rains, when the rains fall, it has nowhere to percolate and now floods the city. So that was the major cause of the flooding in Wuse 2. The surfaces were impermeable.
Again, it's rare to find flood in that axis. I mean, what has changed in the last 5 or 10 years in that axis specifically?
Okay, so one of it is removing vegetation cover in that part of Wuse 2. A lot of trees have gone off, a lot of parks have gone off, replaced with residential development. So, and like you know, when rain falls, trees help to reduce the volume of runoff that hits the ground. So Wuse 2 is bare of vegetation. If you look at the satellite imagery from 10 years ago to today, you see that Wuse 2 is losing a lot of its greenery. So that is a major change that has happened and has been a part of the cause of this flooding.
Okay, let me switch gears to Isaac. Isaac, I'm sure you also have been following these developments. The call by the FCT Minister to demolish certain aspects of that axis, do you think it's a good call?
As if you build on waterways, I mean, that means your house have to go. But my question is, who are the people that approved this building, these buildings? I mean, before you can build in FCT, you are supposed to submit your building approval to the government. And at least when you are building, I know development control, they go around to check if you are building according to the plan. So who approved those building plan, those properties and everything? So I think it's a good thing that the minister. I mean, he was proactive by coming out today to quickly say, "Oh yeah, we have to demolish all those properties that are causing these floods." You know. And I still believe our green areas too, they played a lot of roles. Why, I mean, if he is saying, oh, I can demolish this, all the green areas, Minister Wike collected and approved for his friends and cronies to build houses, they too should go. You know, they should go. I mean, how did we find ourselves here? How can you build on drainage? I mean, what is development control doing? Those are the questions we should be asking them. And I think, again, minister too have to check again and go back to the drawing board and check all these green areas is collecting green areas. We have trees, we have all those things that can help us there. Now we don't have them anymore because once you allocate them for residential purpose, they remove all those trees. So minister to, I mean, they need to and they need to be hands-on and do what is right. Not when there is flood and now you are now say, oh, there is a house here. Didn't you know before? If you can force us to go and pay our dues, if you don't pay your dues in 30 days, I will seize your CFO. Why didn't you do all these things? And say, okay, if you are building on waterways and drainages, then your building must come down. We don't have to wait till things happen before we now start taking drastic decisions.
Are you in any way alleging that the minister, allocated lands to his cronies, and part of the reasons why, some of this flooding, these flash floodings are actually happening? Is that what you're saying?
My brother, who are the people? I mean, before Minister Wike, we've had all our gardens, and they are using Abuja. Abuja, we are known for our gardens, our green, our trees. You cannot build a concrete city. The city can't just be concrete alone. Abuja is the better version of Lagos and other places. So now that we have Minister Wike there, I mean, over 50, 60% of our gardens are gone. Go to zone 4, zone 3, Metama, many of the gardens are gone. Why will you allocate the gardens that is for the people, for recreation, green area, to your cronies, your friends? Who are you allocating? Are they allocating to me, or do they allocate it to you? So it's obvious they are allocating to themselves. So we need to stick to that Abuja master plan. You cannot just come from nowhere and say, no, this land is too much for you. You have enough green area here. Let me convert this to residential. No, it's not allowed. You can't do that abroad. I'm in London right now, where you say this is for water, this is waterways, this
All
is
right.
a park. You cannot just suddenly wake up one day because you're a minister and say, no, I'm allocating to Mr. This or Mr. That.
All right, Professor Amos, let me just get your thought on this. I mean, he raised a very valid point regarding this, issues with allocating lands to places that are supposed to be for waterways. I mean, do you see that as a pointed question or a pointed issue or pointed problems that the FCT is actually currently facing?
Well, I think it's a complex problem, like Mr. Fayose has said. Now, number one, these demolitions are selective. Okay, and there's always this misinterpretation that it's a waterway. But no, it's not just a waterway. There were vegetations there. There were 100-year-old trees, 50-year-old trees, 150-year-old vegetation, ecological lifelines were built along those drainages. So demolition is not necessarily the solution to this problem, because a building can be brought down in a day. But you cannot bring down a forest in a day and develop it in 10 years. It is not possible. So most of the time when we hear about demolitions, when you demolish, what happens? And don't forget that, like I said, the demolitions are targeted, because if you look at the Abuja master plan, there's a riparian vegetation. That means there's a floodplain. It's a river, that the river passes through the city. So you can't just demolish one building because it's obstructing. You have to demolish across that strip. Now, when you demolish across that strip, what happens? Are you going to replace it with concrete again? Or you are going to replace it with vegetation? So you see, there's a very big misconception and a gap in how the FCT intends to solve this problem. Now, the issue about allotting parklands for residential development is one thing, but there's a difference between parkland, green spaces, open spaces, catchment basements. The whole of Kukwaba, for example, is a catchment basin. It was a forest. And the perception most developers have is they call it bush. But the master plan designated that those places were buffers for the city for times like this. When the city is flooded, we need a basement to collect all of this water. Like we know, we'll say to there's already an engineering drawing. It's in phase 1 of the Abuja master plan that tells us the channels, the water leaves the city, goes to either the Gurara end or goes to the Usman Dam part of the city. So there's already an engineering design. But the issue is, would you demolish because of humanitarian issues or because of ecological issues? So
let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. I mean, that's a very fabulous place to live it. Many thanks, Amos, and of course, Isaac Fayose, for your input on the program. It's an ongoing conversation. I'm sure we're going to continue with this in our subsequent bulletin. Thank you for your insights.